I can't hear you. You're breaking up.
I said, what do you mean?
I can't hear you.
He said he'll be right back.
Things production. Thank you.
Okay. Hello.
Hello. So, what's the thesis?
Okay. What are you saying?
What's that something to say when I was in the house? Like, I didn't have a problem with you.
Because I just thought it was shady how you told me and Taja both that you wanted me to stay, and then you voted against me.
You literally told me to vote you out. I knew you didn't have the vote, so there was no reason for me to create a target on my back. When one, you asked me to send you home, and two, everyone was voting you out. So it was like
I
it was a
didn't
no
tell you
brainer.
to stay home.
It was a
I said
no
I wouldn't
it
hold it
was a
against
no
you if you
brainer.
voted to keep me. Why would I have a reason to think you would vote me out if you told me and Taja both that you're going to keep me?
You literally said I don't want to stay. Like you can send me home, but
When did I say that? When the
yes,
fuck did
you
I say
did.
that?
Yes, you did.
I
And then
did
you
not
said
say
you
I want
literally
to go
said
home.
you was like, I would appreciate if you didn't vote for me. And I was like, okay, that was no brainer. And you literally told me that. You literally, and I said, well, I want you to stay. But there was no reason for me to send you home if that was what the situation was. So I don't understand why you
I
holding on
told
to
you
that
I
shit.
wouldn't hold it
When someone
against
would literally,
you if you voted DeMonica over me. But yet you
okay, well,
still
that
told me and
to
Taja
me,
both that you wanted to keep me. So
that
keep
meant that you
whatever
that to me,
the fuck you're
when I read
saying.
sis, when I read in between the lines, that meant you can send me home. So if you didn't want someone to go home, then you should have said, hey, I want to stay and make it clear that you want to stay. But when I knew you were going home and you didn't have the vote, there was no reason for me to switch my vote. So that doesn't make
Then
any
why
sense.
did then why did you tell me that you were going to keep me and tell Taja that you were going
I
to keep
never
me?
said that I was going to keep you. I said I wanted you to stay, and I told Taja that I wanted you to stay. A lot of people have said, oh, I want this person to stay and vote them out. Like, what are you confused about?
I'm confused as to why you would say that to me if you weren't going to vote me.
Well, I voted your ass out because I wanted you to go home, and I knew you wasn't staying. I wanted you to genuinely stay at the moment, but when I realized you didn't have any votes, it was like, okay, it's not staying. So, end of it. Where's Antoine? I need
Not
to
him
figure.
having a check for Antoine too.
I just need to know what's the anger is coming from. I mean, I saw he Googled me, so I just want to know what's up.
Not the Google. What do you mean he Googled
Hi,
you?
Lee.
I mean, he's
Hey,
obviously been
Dom.
keeping up with my political race since I lost like with those votes. So go ahead, you can Google me all fucking day. I don't care. I really don't care that I lost. So like, that wasn't a fucking roast or offend me. Like I've heard that by so many people. You think that fucking phased me? I knew that I probably wasn't gonna win, but I don't give a fuck that I lost. Like, what the fuck he thought he was doing by showing that I have 4,000 votes that I lost? Like, this? Like, that's the
Bitch,
comment.
they
Like,
dragged you in those votes. That was a lot. Did you how did you campaign?
like I campaign, but you gotta understand, like I am young as fuck. I'm running in a very conservative district that really don't like black people. So for me to even get 1,000 votes, like that was a big accomplishment. And I didn't start until May when the election was in August. So like I wasn't really upset that I lost by that much because I could have done more. Like the dude that I was running against, he's sat there before. He's been he's been campaigning since January, so it's like I wasn't like dumb to the fact that I didn't think I was gonna lose.
Are you gonna try to run again?
Yeah, most definitely when I get my like platform a little bit better and I kind of make some more connections for sure. Like every endorsement meeting I went to, they literally told me and they were like, "Hey, we would definitely endorse you. Like you have a really good vision, you got a really good future, but we just wish you had more experience." So that's like I'm not mad that I lost. Like I kind of knew I was. So like that was not a read at all. Like bitch, what what was I supposed to be heartbroken? Like I knew I lost by that much. I saw the same
Wait,
shit you saw.
what were you trying to win?
I was running for school board, but
Hmm. Oh, you're talking about the screenshot?
Where did Antoine get that from? I'm confused.
you can Google. You can like literally you can Google it. So like he probably
Google me, bitch.
So who do y'all think is gonna win the game?
Brandon L.
Brandon L.
I feel like Courtney could take it.
I think Courtney is gonna win.
Courtney might win.
Would y'all vote for Anthony White?
I would.
Over who?
I surely will. The fuck not.
I would vote for Anthony and Brandon over Colin and Brandon. Now, if Courtney makes it to the end, I'll vote for Courtney. But
So why
them
won't
two
you vote
bitches,
for Brandon or Colin?
they're stupid. They're like, we hate each other, but we're gonna keep each other in the game because we hate each other. Like that is so stupid.
I feel Courtney's the best game.
So DeAndre, who were you in a showman's with?
So I wasn't in a showman. It was more like a homance. So one night we were playing and I was bored. So I started flirting with Brandon because he's so gullible, so gullible.
Which
And
one?
Brandon L. And he just like kept flirting with me and whatever. So I just kept like playing with him. And he kept asking me to send him nudes, and I was like, "Nope, I know how y'all bitches roll. I'm not sending you anything." And he kept insisting, and I was like, "Nope." And then he sent me an ass video, and I was just like, "Okay."
And you can
Okay,
see
with
his face, right?
yeah, with his face is in it.
Yeah, so like I know this is gonna sound like I'm backtracking, but when I went to go check, because I was gonna like screenshot a part of it so y'all could see his face, but I deleted the message because I was done with the game, so I started deleting everything, and I realized I deleted his message, and I was like, "Fuck!" So sorry.
Sounds like this girl don't have a receipt.
Un-
I hate him.
Unfortunately, I don't, but he would not. He would never stay in the chat with the production, so.
I
He
know
always
that
went,
he has. I know he sends out like videos, but it's like never him.
well, it showed his face. I mean, I don't really know what he looked like based off his picture, so like, it might have been a fake person, but it had his face in it, so.
Girl, this girl is backtracking down.
Sorry, don't know what else to say.
So you didn't send him anything?
Absolutely not.
So if we ask Brandon, he'll send anything.
He will say that. I mean, I really wish I didn't delete that. Like, he really wanted me to send him something. I sent him a picture of me at the gym, but that's it.
Well, what about Colin? Were you flirting with Colin?
Absolutely not.
What about Brandon, White Brandon?
I asked him, did he had a was he single? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, yay. But it was nothing like y'all might think.
DeAndre, stop lying.
Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch. Shut up,
I
production.
mean,
You're lying.
I've seen text messages, so I know he's lying.
Oh, congrats. Like, I don't know where you
Oh.
see text messages from, but I can guarantee it's not from this game. It was very light flirting. I can tell you that. I wouldn't even consider it a homance.
Okay, so since we're in jury and like no one can really prove if who said what, did you vote? Like, did you lie to Brandon, to White Brandon about your vote?
Yes, I voted him out. I did.
Girl, let me tell you.
That's why, like after that whole situation, I was just over it because I knew that I would have to win everything to stay. So I was just like, whatever. Like I'm over it.
Oh yeah,
Like
that's like
none of them would
literally.
talk to me. None of them would talk to me. I've been playing the game since like we started. So I was just over it. I was like, fuck this. I don't want to do it anymore.
Did you just feel that way once you lost your power, or?
Oh, girl, no. I felt that way after the whole like it was a big old fight about who lied about the 2-2 fucking vote. So I was like, are y'all really gonna like hold on to this? And every time I would try to talk to any of them, they're like, did you vote Brandon out? Like Brandon didn't care. All these other bitches were like, did you vote Brandon out? Like, what the fuck does it matter?
Oh girl, Brandon cared. He fucking was in my DMs like dun 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 dun, dun. And I was like, oh my god. But like I could have lied, and I feel like because like Kevin said, my downfall was the GH, and I was stuttering about lying. And it's only because as soon as I came in, you literally came at me so hard. I was so thrown off. I'm like, why the fuck is he mad at me for telling the truth? And they're like, oh, I'm sorry. And like after
Yeah,
that, I
cause
was like,
Taj, like you know I love you. So like at first I was so confused because I was like, why would he say that? And next thing you know, I realized like midway through the argument, I was like, hold up, I just fucked up. Like I know what he's talking about. Sorry.
she, the trainee of
I
the
was
season.
I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh shit, I was going off for no reason.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, I wanted to fight back and like drag and like get crazy, but then again, I was like, okay, veto hasn't been played yet. I know some shit will pop off, and it did. So as soon as like Courtney used the veto on Colin, I just knew. So that's when I said, I was like, you're all dumb if you keep me. I haven't won anything. You're all fucking blah. I just fucking went.
See,
I didn't.
I thought I was going home over you. So
Oh no, I knew I was going.
once I saw that they kept me, I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely not going any. I mean, I'm
House
definitely going home
guests,
next.
I have an announcement. Are you all listening? Yes, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are now entering the top 5,
Oh.
and I would like to now introduce to you the final twist of the season.
I hate you.
And it's called Black Wives Revenge.
Oh. Let me
Just
call
kidding.
Y'all
got hype.
Oh my god, that was like when Lee was like, actually, I have a reset week.
Nigga.
And I was like,
Lee. I gotta tell you about that moment. Is he still here?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. So I was actually on the phone with Colin when this happened. When I tell you we were sweating bullets, I was like, fuck, I'm going home. Like, he's gonna roast the shit out of me this whole week. Like, we were both sweating bullets. Cause Colin's like, fuck.
You and Colin were on the phone together.
That's why I said Colin's a fake ass bitch because he's mad about the 2-2 4. He's mad about a 2-2.
I had no idea y'all were on the phone together.
Listen, he was mad about a 2-2 vote that has nothing to do with him, and he's mad about that with me. And I'm like, you don't even talk to me. Like, what the fuck? So we were on the phone, and when you said that, I was like, fuck, Lee is about to drag me all week. He's about to talk so much shit. I done fucked up and used my powers. I was like sweating motherfucking bullets. It was funny. Sorry, I just want to interpret that.
It was funny. Like I didn't even know Kevin tweeted out another power is being used. So
Like
like,
it was perfect. Like you did it perfect.
that's
That was so
hilarious.
Okay, wait. I have a question though. The week Lee went home is when DeAndre used his power and like replaced himself, right?
Right.
So the two nominees were Colin and Lee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, I
Okay.
wanted Colin to go home, and I asked Brendan S. bitch ass. I was like, "Do I have your vote?" And he was like, "You sure don't," with the Nene meme. So I was like, "Okay, let me use my
Bitch, that was so funny.
He
He
was
said
like,
it to
"You
me.
don't."
Oh my god, he
you
said
know."
that
So
to
I
me
was
and
like,
I'm
"Oh,
dying.
okay. Well, fuck this. I'm gonna play my power. I'm not risking it."
As
So
production, like watching this stuff, I'd be dying, like dying.
like Lee, like I know it sounds like bullshit, but I really didn't want you to go home. But I was like, I don't know who else to put up.
Girl, you knew you was putting my ass up.
I
Wait,
did. So
so
if Colin
since
ever
y'all are in
beats me,
jury, that means I'm allowed to talk about stuff, right?
Um,
yeah,
no, because it could sway our votes, or it could
bitch,
sway how we
spill
vote.
the tea. Spill the fucking tea.
Huh?
Spill
Well,
the
it's
tea.
not about anybody that's in the game. It's about people in the jury house.
Okay.
Jury
I,
wants to know.
I can
Jury
spill that
wants to
tea?
know.
yeah, I
Yeah.
would say so.
Oh, well, DeAndre, why are you lying to Lee?
Okay, I was getting there, Kevin.
Oh!
Like,
Yeah,
damn.
we're not playing the game anymore.
Hold on. Let me get there. I was getting there. I was getting there.
Girl,
So
I'm
I
not
really,
stupid. I knew he was gonna use that power on me. He wanted me out. Like I'm
I
not
did.
stupid.
I was gonna always use it on Lee, but in that instance, I didn't want Lee to go home. Like I wanted him to stay,
But
but
Girl, you
DeAndre,
were
this was
one of the
before the
votes. You
power
could
was
have kept me
used.
if you really wanted Colin out.
No, wait. This is before DeAndre got the power that I'm talking about.
oh
Oh.
well, yeah. Me and Colin was on the phone, and I was like, "Well, you know what alliance is gonna run the game?" And he was like, "Yeah, I know." Oh no, we was in the it was right before you got in, Lee, and we were literally talking about you right before you came in. And he was like, "Yeah, we got to get rid of Lee. Like Lee's gonna do this, whatever." I mean, yeah, we won't get rid of you,
That
but
was such a moment because as production, I was like, "Ooh, Lee came right in right after they stopped talking about."
That's so funny.
then like the longer the game went, the more I was like, I don't know if I can trust Colin, which I couldn't. And Courtney played me and Todd like a fucking violin. She played the shit out of it.
Okay, did she though? Because we
She
made
really
that
did though.
alliance, and then the next day, that's when all that happened, and I was like, okay, well, I wasn't nominated, so.
I think that whole box thing was full of crap. I think she knew she was gonna put me up. I don't think that was legit. But she wanted to get rid of my power.
So, who are you guys predicting will be final two?
Brandon and Courtney.
Do you think they're going to keep each other?
I think if they were smart, they
No.
wouldn't.
I
think
mean,
they
yeah, I
should.
think if they were smart, they wouldn't. But like, I mean, they haven't. Never mind. Go ahead.
Because you don't want your really good friend, the final two with you. You want one of your enemies to take your friends out. So if Courtney was smart, she would probably like low key like plot with Colin to get White Brandon out, and then try and do that. But I don't know how. I don't know.
Damn, I should have did that last season
Okay, girl.
with Taja.
What do you mean with all them comps I was winning?
I mean, facts, but I should have took Abby's offer.
Okay, but you still won. So.
I mean, I was on say I still won, so I didn't really need it. But it was very close. I was like, bitch, I don't know if I'm gonna win. I just acted like a whole coon in front of this whole jury. So I don't know.
My speech was good. It's just me answering questions is what fucked me up. That's pretty much.
Oh Lord, Nikki's on another fucking Queen radio thing.
Oh, girl, give it a rest.
I'm saying, is she okay?
She's on drugs. I heard my friend knows the stylist, and the stylist said that Nikki is on coke and pills.
Um,
Coming.
What?
Nothing.
Girl, that Wi-Fi. That connection.
I got KFC Wi-Fi right now.
Dead.
Not KFC.
So, what was the thing between Antoine and DeAndre? I'm confused because I didn't even get a chance to read it yet. I was like trying
I
to do
was
a comp.
confused too because I didn't have
He
any
just
beef with
jumped in, I
Antoine,
think.
but he just like jumped in and it had nothing to do with him, and I was like, okay, well then fall in
Girl,
line.
you called him a monkey. And he
Bitch,
said,
who called him that after he tried to
he
come to me
said,
for my theater wiener or
he
whatever?
said that's the DMs. The DM says differently. So what's going on in those DMs?
Oh my god.
Like, I wasn't even talking to Antoine. He want to hop in. I was like, okay, well, fall in line. We can fight tonight too. Like, it doesn't matter. Had
He's
no
like,
problem
don't
with
do
it.
that. Not to this one. Because I ain't
Ooh.
seen what you're doing. So wait, what was Antoine's power?
His power
What
was the
Bailey
identity
had.
feed, what Bailey had. But
And
he
he
tried
went
to
to
use
Jersey.
it at the wrong time.
He
I
what?
was like, he tried to use it like after veto. I was like, wait, sis, you can't use it like right now, like right before votes.
Not him getting confused.
Well, we kind of had a standoff because he was like, well, I didn't know there was no time thing. But I'm like, okay, well, I didn't know that he didn't watch the season, so that's on me. But also, it's like, yo, if I didn't say, like, you can use it at any time, I would think, like, I don't know. Because the other powers, like DeAndre's power and your power, I'd let y'all know, like, you can use it, like, before a veto or after a veto, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I thought it was common sense.
I'm making more moves than Anthony. I said not production making more game moves than Anthony.
Lee,
Hey,
are you gonna talk to me outside of the game? Like, I know this is so random, but like, I low key want to be friends because I like you.
I'm down for being friends. I thought we were heading in that direction the last time.
Well, last time was last time. Let's leave it in the past. But
Yeah, no, I'm saying that. I mean,
Well, maybe you
down.
guys can rekindle your friendship in LA.
I don't know about that.
The girl saw the camera creeping around the corner and was like, actually.
Well, can we talk about the spinoff New York? That like
What spinoff? That's
I heard
not
Kevin was
associated with
like
that.
involved.
Girl, can you please?
was that you, Kevin?
I am not, and nor will I ever be affiliated with anything Roach Wives of New York,
Did
Roach
y'all
Wives.
see?
of
I'm
Atlanta.
sorry. I was creeping the show like today.
Bro.
Like they have girls that are like shitting on Diggs.
It's just really ghetto over there. I was like, yuck.
It is so ghetto. No, like it's like so bad. Like Cash was all like, he said something about declassing the show, and I'm like, girl,
Honey,
at the bottom.
it starts. I'm sorry, but it starts at the head. So I mean,
wait,
and Malik.
Does anyone know what Hired or Fired is?
Oh
it's a
my
game
god,
show. I think they're gonna do something like the All-Star Battle.
Why do they like copy everything? Like everything. You're trying to be
so
LA
weird to
and you'll
me.
never be. I wanted to tweet that from the game
that,
account, but I was like, let me stop.
What the fuck?
Ugh.
Not y'all having beef with New York.
There's no beef, honey. Trust me. There's not even a comparison.
Tragic. That's so tragic.
They're just dirty girls over there. Really welfare. You know, as soon as I saw the STD thing, I was like, oh, honey. And the girls are posting videos of their receipts. I was like, this is just...
I was like, this is a mess. Yeah. It's a mess.
Ugh.